Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. We are live for another episode of Mama Said It. Did Mama say it?
Yes.
I think Mama did say it.
Mhm.
I think she said what she said. How about that? Okay, so we're going to dive right on in. How are you doing today, Plum?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm so glad to hear that you're doing
I'm
okay,
okay.
especially with such a rough week that you've had.
Yeah. Yeah.
Such a trooper.
Thank you.
Such a trooper, fighting, fighting through. Wait, just one moment. Sorry, y'all. I'm multitasking, which is something that I normally do all the time.
Hey, Miss
Um,
Linda.
hello, hello. Come on in. Thank you so much for joining. Come on in. We're gonna dive into our show. We have so much to bring to you this evening. How you doing, Linda? Thank you so much for joining. Please share, share, share. We appreciate you sharing. Please share, share, share. Um, okay, so I want to say happy birthday to those who are celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to you. Shout outs. Shakira, you have any shout outs?
Mm-mm. Not that I can think of off the top of my head. No.
No, none that you could think of off the top of your
October.
head.
Oh wait. Tiana. Tiana just passed on the 7th.
Yeah, Tiana.
Yes.
Yeah, Tiana. She celebrated hers. She's another year younger.
Mm-hmm.
uh, she said, I have some videos of Mama Hattie I'll send you. Do you really? Please
Huh?
send them. See, Linda says she has some videos of mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, please send them. Share them. We would love to see them. I'm, I'm sure. I'm sure there'll be a few that would make us laugh.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure there'll be a few that would make us laugh. Um, Sending a happy birthday to my niece Pam. She celebrated yesterday. Celebrating. This is her month, Libra month, and also my former pastor Bishop Lee Allen Spite. His birthday was also yesterday. Rest in peace, Bishop Spike. So many others who are celebrating um, Libra month, right? Celebrating Libra month. And for
Mm-hmm.
those of you who are also celebrating a happy anniversary, we want to say happy anniversary as well. Definitely want to say a happy birthday as well as we continue on this journey. We have a few topics that we want to bring to you. The topics that we're bringing to you today, we're going to learn from each other, obviously. Hopefully, we'll be able to share some comments, suggestions, some knowledge, experience to help us along this journey as we see life kind of being brought in front of our eyes with so much of the social media being shared on a daily basis. It gives so much exposure to different topics that we probably wouldn't normally see on an everyday basis, I should say. Um, and also, we just want to also say a happy anniversary to those who are celebrating an anniversary. We want to say happy anniversary to you as well. Okay. Our first topic, I guess, I want to talk about. I think I need to talk about one of our past guests who was on our show previously. I just want to show a little clip of our past guest, and then I want to talk a little bit about her and her journey. Hold tight. Let me just share this video with everyone real quick. Okay. My other question is, what were some of the earlier signs or symptoms you noticed that made you feel something might not be right?
What's interesting is I have two German Shepherds. One of them is my baby. He's like my little protector. And about a month or two before I was diagnosed, my dog would always come up to me and run and play and just check in, and then he's gone, taking off running. But the last couple months, he would come up and he would sniff my stomach, he would sniff my breast, and he wouldn't go and play. He would just lay there, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? And he would
Really?
just
Ah,
lay there. Fast forward after my diagnosis and I started to do the deep dive research, I found that they've actually done studies where they bring these cancer patients, some are cancer patients, some are not, patients with the C, and they line them up and they bring these German Shepherds in and they can sniff out a person with the big C 85% of the time. And I
what?
didn't know that. So if you have a dog or a cat that's acting weird around you that never did before, that's a sign. But I didn't know that. I was like, what's wrong with you? Now he's my little tester. He comes up to me, sniffs me, and takes off running. I'm like, whew. So,
Right.
um,
Wow, that is
but
amazing. That is
yeah, so
amazing.
then a couple months later, for some reason, I couldn't go to the bathroom. And I've always been consistent. I'm like, what is going on with me? So I called my son. My sister's a nurse, and I called one of my foster sons that became a nurse, and I said, Victor, your mom can't go to the bathroom. What's going on? And he goes, oh, mom, when people get older, things happen. Maybe you're impacted. Go to Walgreens, pick up some magnesium citrate. It'll flush you out. And I did. A couple of days later, couldn't go to the bathroom.
So I wanted to read something to everyone. Our guest, her name, that was Lynette Hill. And many of you probably remember Lynette when she was on our show as a guest, one of our guests. I want to read this. The heartbreaking case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to give this special tribute to her from Mama Said It. We want to be able to pause today to honor and remember one of the most inspiring guests, a woman whose strength, faith, and courage touch hearts all over the world. She was more than a guest. She was family of Mama Said It, a devoted mother, a wife, a grandmother, sister, and a pet mom, and a beacon of hope for so many who were fighting silent battles of their own. As a C survivor and author of the best selling book, Overcoming Cancer, she used her voice to uplift others, turning pain into purpose and struggle into strength. Her story reminded us all that faith and determination could move mountains, even in the darkest moments. Though she's no longer here with us, her legacy continues to shine brightly through the lives she's touched and the hope she's given to so many. To her beautiful family, we want you to know that the entire Mama Said It podcast family is wrapping you in love, keeping you uplifted in our prayers, and standing with you in this time of loss. You will forever be loved, remembered, and missed here on Mama Said It podcast. Your light lives on, Lynette Hill. The Mama Said It podcast family loves you. Rest in peace. With sadness, we must announce the passing of Lynette Hill. As you may all remember, she wrote this book, Overcoming Cancer. It's still available on Amazon. You can still buy this book. It's still available on Amazon. And she helped so many people that I know and witnessed their testimony that they were able to get cured from cancer. Rest in peace, Lynette. We love you. We were sad to hear the news. I can't hear you.
Sorry. Yes, it was very sad to hear.
Yeah,
Very, very sad.
very sad to hear the news that she passed. But she was a fighter, I tell you. The woman fought, and she was determined to help as many people as she can. And she did. And she did. And she did. So as we move on into our show, I want to share with you, there's so many different stories that happened within the last few days, few weeks. We had to change some of our topics from what we've had previously to some of the topics that we're going to talk about today. I don't know whether you heard about this, Shakira. I might have mentioned this to you. The sleepy sticker, what's really being given to our children without parental consent. Did you know about this?
Yeah, you told me about it. You mentioned it to me.
Yeah, but prior to me mentioning it, did
No,
you hear about
no,
it
I didn't hear
prior?
anything about
The
it. No,
sleepy sticker.
no.
The sleepy sticker. Yeah, that was kind of alarming to hear that something like this actually exists. Especially when you have so many kids who may be allergic to different things. And to find out that the school was giving this to the parents without their knowledge. I think we need to have a serious conversation about this, especially across the schools and in communities. Because this right here, I don't know whether anybody in New Jersey have suffered from this, but I want to share this video, about a little girl who brought it to the attention of her mom, and they took action. Stay tuned.
This is 4-year-old Lane Luviano. She's the one that broke this case open in September when she snuck one of her sleepy stickers out of the classroom.
She kind of pulled up her little shorts and said, "Mom, look, this is my sleeping sticker." And I was like, "The what?"
When Lane's mom, Lisa, saw the sticker, she thought it was strange and asked her daughter about it.
And the teacher gives it to you, where she put it?
On my eye.
And what's it look like?
Sleeping with a moon on it.
Lane's dad says he's known something was wrong since school first started.
They never notified the parents.
So Lisa took matters into her own hands. She reached out to the other parents in Lane's class, sent them pictures of the patch to see if their kids were getting the stickers too.
I showed it to my 4-year-old, and she said, yes, that's the sleepy sticker. And if you read the ingredients on them, it has a lot of, it's just things I've never even heard of.
And they're giving them drugs to make them sleep, to keep them quiet.
Najala Abdullah tells us she'd noticed changes in her son, who told her he'd been getting the stickers too. She says he'd been crying, stopped eating, and was bringing home lunches that he hadn't touched.
You think it could be a crime? Most definitely.
Yeah.
They're stating that this is absolutely a crime. So by this now being stated this is a crime, I know that this is actually going to alarm a lot of the parents. Probably didn't even know that this was even happening. And it's sad to say that this is something that we don't even know whether the children are being administered this type of sleepy sticker, which absorbs into the skin. Once you put it on the child's skin, it absorbs, and then it makes them very, very sleepy. The sad part about all of this is that the teachers were not getting any consent from the parents. The parents did not know anything about this, and we don't know how long this has been going on. I looked it up, and you can buy it from Target, Walmart, Amazon, just about anywhere there's medication to make you drowsy. It's being sold. Now the question is, how long has this been going on? Now I know that this particular teacher was put on leave, administrative leave. I don't know how long. I guess they're going to investigate it to find out exactly how long this has been happening, whether maybe it's been going on in prior years and nobody never said anything. Because I think what ended up happening in this particular case, the little girl put it away where the teacher didn't realize that she didn't collect them all at the end of the class, and went home to her mom and told her mom what was going on. And then this is what started the whole entire investigation. So one thing led to the other, as you can see, the sleepy sticker. So, I don't know. I mean, because I know with your school, most of the kids, they just go to sleep on their own that we know of.
Yeah, they give them. I mean, they have their nap stuff, so their blanket and they have a mat to sleep on. But if they don't go to sleep, I mean, my for one of my sons, I get a note of, like, they tell me if he took a nap or not. For the other one, I don't get it. I don't know.
Right.
But that's sad to know that that's something that's going around.
Right. That something like that is existing. Yeah, it is sad, especially why did these teachers think that they can do this to the kids without getting the proper authorization? We're living in a time where laws are changing quietly, and the parents' rights are just being kind of seems like it's just slipping away, where they're just not even giving no consent to nothing. It's horrible. Now, they did say that it's containing essential oils like the lavender. I know you spoke about lavender where you bathe. And melanoma is one of the other ones.
Melatonin.
Huh?
Melatonin.
Is it melatonin? No, I thought it was, maybe it's melatonin.
Melatonin. That's a sleepy aid.
Melatonin. Yes, it is.
Yeah, melatonin. Yeah.
Yes, melatonin. Sorry about that. I misspoke. Melatonin. It's actually something to deal with the hormones, right?
I don't know if it's hormones. I know they got the essential oils, lavender, stuff like that. But melatonin, I know it's not chemical.
I thought melatonin is something that they give to adults.
You can give it to adults or kids. They have melatonin.
Oh, okay.
Kids. They do.
But I thought it was something to sedate kids.
It's not like a knockout gas. But it's supposed to help calm you down for you to be able to fall into to go to sleep. But it's not a tranquilizer or anything like that. Because for my kids, I had a natural one, and I would spray their blankets. They didn't care. So it doesn't work for everybody.
Right. I guess I think the big thing here is that it was given to the kids without permission.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest thing, that they didn't have permission. They're trying to say that what they were issuing was a natural product. That's what you're trying to say. That it wasn't anything that was going to harm. But I wonder, I guess the school board is going to get involved. I don't know whether OSHA is going to get involved. Don't know how deep it's going to get. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know just how deep it's going to get. But hopefully they'll be able to get it resolved and satisfy the parents. And if they are going to be issuing out this sleepy sticker, that they get the parents' consent. Some parents might be like, yeah, give it to them. I'm all right with it. Knock them out, not knock them out in a sense, but let them take a nap, especially if they're hard to go to sleep. And then some parents be like, no, don't give my child anything. So I guess it's a case by case basis,
Yeah.
So the next thing we're going to talk about, and I thought that was quite disturbing. It was quite interesting. One of the things I want to talk about, I know this has been all over the news, about the justice for Anne Marie Jones. When is a child old enough to face consequences of an adult crime? What age is too young to go to jail?
I don't think any age. I mean, to be frank, depending on what the charges are, what type of, But I will say for kids, they had to be exposed to whatever behavior that you're trying to display, whether it was their parent that showed them, or they seen a parent do it, or maybe TV or something. Um, so it's not all on a child, because a child, you are the parent, right? So you're supposed to be parenting. But
Supposed to be
based
parenting.
on what what she went through, that is insane for them not to charge.
Yeah. They
And
want
they're
to
not.
charge the 10-year-old, but not the
Yeah, everybody should be
8.
charged. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah. For those of you who do not know, I'm going to share this story. It is a little evasive, so please stay
Her
tuned.
hair was ripped out of her head. She had blood and bruises all over her. Her nails was filled in dirt, and she was unresponsive.
They stripped her naked, beat her, stuffed wooden sticks into pants and throat, and choked her neck with her shirt. One of the boys was still urinating at the girl, while the other children held her down, making it impossible for her to resist.
I couldn't believe that happened to me. Yesterday was the most scariest day of my life.
And her mother has stated that her young daughter has suffered a mental trauma that will never heal.
She was screaming. When she woke up, she said they killed me. She thought she was dead.
This is the most heartbreaking case I have ever encountered. A 5-year-old girl was SA and brutally abused by 3 children as young as 8 or 9 years old, and then abandoned in a field. You can never imagine how terrifying they were. That night, she suddenly received a call from her cousin claiming that her daughter was missing. She went out to look for her and met 2 children, around 8 or 9 years old, who were playing. They both said they had never seen Anne-Marie. Subsequently, they reported to the police. However, at this moment, the 2 children she had met before and their mother took the initiative to find Antavia, saying that they actually knew where her daughter was and took her to a field where her daughter was lying there. The authorities claimed that 3 children aged between 8 and 10 were involved in the incident. They took the initiative to approach the girl, acted very friendly, and held her hand, luring her to the field.
That was sad.
Yeah, that's very sad.
That's very sad. So now they're trying to charge the 10-year-old, but not the 8 and 9-year-old. So, and of course, the mother want all of them to be charged, because that is an adult crime when you really think about it. What child has the mindset of these kids are just unbelievable, that they had enough sense to take the little child's hand and lead her to an area and to do such an act. But thank goodness that one of the parents of the little boys, or the girl, I don't know which one it was, were able to talk to the child, and they led the parent to where Anne-Marie was. Because had it not been, they might not have found her in time. So I think that's one of the good things that came out of it. But now they're trying to figure out, what should we do? Should we charge the child, or should we let the child go? Let me see. Linda said some kids are, yeah, you're right. Some kids are possessed. You're so right. A kid
I
baked
think
a
those
child
kids
in the
need to
oven.
be evaluated for their mind. Like, I think not just throw them in jail. They obviously need mental help.
Totally mental health.
Obviously need mental help.
I think I remember this situation, Linda, that you're talking about. Was it a sibling that he mistakenly put his sibling? I vaguely remember something of that magnitude happening years ago. And that, I don't know whether that might have been innocent. But this here was bizarre because of all that they had done to Anne-Marie. And she will have to go through a lot of counseling and a lot of help. the crazy part is in some states, they don't have an age. Once a child is like 13 or younger, some states, they don't have an age where they charge the children. So that's going to be a little rough as to how that's going to be handled.
Ms. Linda said the parents need to be charged. That's rough.
Huh?
Miss Linda said the parents need to be charged, because where were the parents of the kids that were doing these things? But when I think of, we of course the parenting part aspect of it. But when I was younger, I was allowed to go outside, and before there was trackers and everything, like the younger years, you would go outside, make sure you was home at a certain time, don't go on that street, don't do that. But there was no tracking. So you didn't know where you trusted, you knew where your kids were, but you didn't know like it is today. So who knows if they were just out saying, I'm riding my bike, and they went and did what they did. I don't know. Miss Linda said the sister of the culprit.
Oh, the sister. Yeah, I think I remember it was a sibling and if I'm not mistaken, I think that was somewhere in New York. I do remember that story, breaking. That was really, really sad when that happened. But I think too, when it comes down to the police department trying to figure out regarding justice, what's more important, what justice looked like with the innocent violence, both by the victim and the society. What are they, I guess they're torn as to what should they do. And that becomes, I don't even think this is anything to be thought twice about. They need to bring them all in. Now, because if a child is old enough to destroy a life, they're old enough to face justice. And that's just my opinion. And I think that we need to start asking the hard questions, with these parents. How did these children learn this? Where did they get this from? And also, you've got to blame these movies that the movies that these kids are looking at, these videos that kids are looking at. They're exposed to so much. And by them being exposed to so much, they then take what they learn and try to implement it in real life. Now I know some children at the age of 7 and 10 can face charges while other are shielded entirely. So, the psychological and the moral debate, as far as the children at any age, what's going to happen psychologically and morally to these kids. It's kind of crazy. And it also teaches us as parents, pay attention to your child, know where your child is at. Make sure you're leaving them in the hands of a responsible party. Now, with the mother, she thought the cousin or whoever the family member was responsible. And she let the 5-year-old little girl roam around. What was you doing that was so important that the little girl was able to get outside anyway? What was you doing like that? I think it starts there. The accountability have to start with the person who was left responsible with the child. That person needs to be charged. It needs to start there, in my opinion. And then it needs to work its way down. What that's going to look like in the days and months ahead, we got to stay tuned and learn from this experience. Thank God that Anne-Marie is alive and she's able to get the help that she needs. That's the important part about this whole story, is she's still alive to fight another day. Now, I know this story was brought to us by, I know I had it on our things to do, our list to do, but I think Lisa also Lily brought it to our attention. He needed help, not handcuffs. The truth about Kinsley's arrest. The wrong decision caused his being unalived. Did you hear about the postal worker who was driving, and I guess he must have been swerving along, got pulled over by police, and they ended up arresting him and charging him with a DUI? Let me share his story.
Unable to stand, covered in his own urine, a Minnesota postal worker rolls around on a jail cell floor, arrested for a crime he did not commit.
Our investigation finds how Kingsley Bimpong ended up behind bars is the real story.
Earlier that night, Eagan police spotted Kingsley driving the wrong way into oncoming traffic and stopped him. According to the police report, Kingsley was extremely confused.
Where do you live?
I don't know. A drug recognition evaluator, or DRE, responded. Their officers, specially trained to detect drug-impaired drivers and spot the difference from those having a medical emergency. But instead of doing the evaluation he was trained to, records filed in a federal lawsuit show the officer is heard on body cam saying it would just be a whole bunch of time wasted. Instead, Kingsley was charged with DWI and sent to Dakota County Jail. As he lay on the floor, in obvious distress, guards documented inmate and cell okay.
Paperwork says they checked on him and he was okay.
He was clearly not okay.
What was he?
Dying.
Kingsley was having a stroke. By the time he was taken to a hospital, he was declared brain dead. The state crime lab later confirmed there were, in his system, no drugs.
Eagan police, along with the Dakota County Sheriff, declined to comment for this report. You can find our full investigation on KARE11.com and streaming on KARE 11 Plus.
That is sad.
Yeah, that's really sad.
That is sad.
Yes, it
That he
is.
was actually having a medical breakdown. He needed medical attention, and he was evaluated by a professional. And he ended up saying that it wasn't even worth. I mean, he should be fired, period. I don't even see why he should have a job. And it's just sad to hear that they can't tell the difference between a person having a stroke and a DUI. You know, especially I'm not, maybe he was having a slurry, answering sluggish. I don't know.
Yeah, most likely if you're having a stroke.
Hmm?
Most likely if you're having a stroke, your speech is slurred.
Yeah.
And you're
Exactly.
incoherent. Right.
Exactly. So to get this mixed up, it's sad. It's sad to say the least that this young man was unalive because of a bad decision that could have saved his life, because we know strokes, you can survive from a stroke, you know? In his particular situation, I'm sure this is devastating to his family. It's devastating to us to hear something like that. And I guess cameras in his car, that's why, cameras in your car is so important. Cameras in your car is so important. But they had cameras, they videotaped everything. And it wasn't like everything that he went through wasn't videotaped. It was. Things were videotaped.
Let's just hope
As
it
we
don't
see.
mysteriously disappear.
Well, it's out on social media. It's out on social media now. So he's getting the exposure he needs, his family needs, and I'm sure they're going to get an attorney involved. Hey, James, thanks for watching. Going to get an attorney involved for sure for something like this. This is reckless. One of the things I wanted to talk about, my voice is going dry, excuse me. One of the things I wanted to talk about was some of the laws that recently changed. And the laws that recently changed have to do with our children. And I don't know whether you're aware of this, but they changed some of the laws while we were distracted. They changed the laws to reach our children. And this is just my opinion. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's factual, right? But this is how I feel. They changed it whereby now in 34 states, children can be married at age 14. At the age of 14.
Wow.
And 16 states have banned it completely. Banned it completely. We're going to do a video of those 34 states so people would know what those 34 states look like. But I wanted to share a video of someone who's talking about other things that's getting ready to change so we can pay attention. Because it's very easy to be distracted, right? You know, with the P. Diddy verdict and Epstein and firing of so many federal employees, and then health insurance being at jeopardy and the government shutdown. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. It's so much going on. But stay tuned. I want to share with you what I came across.
Without question, pornography is the entry drug to human trafficking. There's not a single pedophile I've ever met in my life that's not addicted to pornography. Pornography is the entry drug. Any human being that consumes pornography is feeding the beast. Remember, economy works by supply and demand. They provide children for sale, for sex, because the American culture demands it. Who are they selling those kids to? American men. Look at the log in your own eye before the splinter in another. We have fought trafficking in 56 countries around the world, and in 2013, God spoke to me and said, you will focus on the 50 states in the United States only, because this is the root of the evil. Do you know that there's not a single culture in recorded history
I also want to share
that embraced
this
sexual
other
immorality with
video
children
as
that
well.
survived 3 generations? America's falling. We're falling like every culture has ever fallen that said it's okay to have sex with children. Without question, pornography is the entry drug to human trafficking. There's not a single pedophile I've ever met in my life that's not addicted to pornography.
Excuse me, wrong video.
Pornography is the entry drug. Any human being that consumes.
Disturbing none the least.
We are changing language from pedophilia to minor attracted persons. We're lowering the age of consent in over 15 states to the age 14 in the United States. We are eradicating, completely obliterating statutory rape. Sex trafficking laws are being abandoned. We're canceling sex offender registries in this country. Jesus says you put a millstone around your neck. If you do what? If you rape a child? No. If you lead a child astray.
Yes.
We have so far surpassed leading children astray. Our children in this country is led to slaughter. Sexual brokenness. And Ilanka will tell you, when a child is broken sexually, it is an act of God alone to pick that human being back up and restore that human being.
Sad.
Yeah, that's extremely sad.
Sad and disturbing. And I know that Maureen, who is the mother of Megan law that was passed to protect the communities, and knowing when someone who may be moving into your neighborhood that may be challenged, that they may no longer need to register. That part is scary. That part is scary, that may change. These are some of the things that are being imposed that could come about. I mean, guess what? If we're being so distracted with so many other things and the laws are being changed and no one's saying anything, Before you know it, it slipped by and it passed. It passed. To me, it's disturbing when you have a child that can run away, and we know that there are a lot of children that are missing right now. Approximately 2,300, 2,300 children go missing on a daily basis, according to missingkids.org. That's a lot of children in the USA. And out of that, if you're talking about a child being able to have consent to get married to someone at the age of 14, where is that leaving our kids? Where's that leaving our kids? I know I try my best every chance I get to share on my page children that are missing. Kids that are missing, I try my best to share those kids that are missing on my page. But it's so many. Oh my goodness, it's so many. I know that you were doing that at one time.
I was. It became very overwhelming. Kind of, I won't say you don't want to not fight the good fight, but it was very overwhelming. And I mainly focused on Black and brown children, because they get the least exposure. And it definitely was very unsettling to see the numbers. It was very sad.
Yeah. Definitely to see the numbers going up the way that they did, and it's increased. But now all of these changes that have taken place, and no one even seen it coming. And I just so happened to be strolling and just reading, and just happened to come across a few of the laws, and I'm like, wow, since July it changed. I wasn't even aware of it. And I'm sure, I wasn't aware. Maybe there's some viewers that may not have been aware as well that these things have taken place. Nonetheless, it's sad. It's an eye opener that we must take heed to what's going on in these schools with our kids. Because with the states, I give you an example. On some of the 34 states, they were talking about Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, and New Jersey is not on that list, but Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas. Now, I know New Jersey is one of the states that banned, making sure you be 18 or over in order to be married to a child. But just to have that conversation, our children are not for sale. They're not for dating, and they're not for manipulation through the law. Period. And to have 16 states only have this ban is horrifying. And the rest of the states are still allowing it. It's like, what's going on here? This is not just politics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, certain things is like, draw the line. This is about protecting the next generation and the generation that we're now living in. Because obviously, for me, hearing someone of such a young age being able to get married, I don't think, if I heard one of my little cousins or nieces never trying to get married at 14, that would not happen. I don't even have to discuss that. That is not happening. Not in my family. No way. Not in my family. No. But those 34 states that are allowing it to happen, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Let me see here. I know I'm so sad to hear about the Eagles loss. I didn't even want to call you guys.
Oh, yeah. The other day to the Giants.
I was like, I ain't calling them. Let me finish working on my clients. I ain't calling them. No way, I ain't calling. I don't want to talk because I know y'all be like mushing it all in my face. But yeah, that was kind of shocking, that because we were doing so good, 4-0. We we were doing good. And then all of a sudden, boom, one after the next just knocked us off our feet. But it's okay. We're still in the game. That's the most important thing. I do want to ask you, were you able to sign up for the $40,000 grant? Did you sign up for the $40,000 college grant?
The college grant? I didn't sign up for a college
The
grant.
high
I
school
signed
college
up.
grant and other.
Oh,
Remember,
okay. Yeah.
you didn't have to be, you didn't have to go to school or in college. It was open.
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to complete yours?
I think so. I completed whatever was for that day. I went on each website, so I think I did.
You did? Okay. I don't know whether any of our co-hosts, Linda, I don't know whether Linda had a chance to do it. I know Apple's check went out this week. Did you get your Apple's check this week?
Did I get my Apple's check?
Yeah, remember the class action lawsuit against Apple?
No,
We issued a check. I got my check this. Huh?
I don't remember getting no check from Apple. No.
Do you remember filing the class action lawsuit that I shared?
I don't know. I'm not absolutely sure.
Right.
I'm not
okay. Sure. Well, we want to also remind our viewers that they still can apply for the 2026 Utility Assistant Program in your state. This is a federal program, and it opened on October the 1st. So you can definitely sign up for that if you need some help with your utility service, whether it's electric, gas. I wonder if it's for. I guess it will be for water too. I guess it will be for water too. Absolutely, I guess it would be for water as well. I don't know whether or not. Let me just go here. I know I shared a few weeks ago about the application approvals, how to get a deposit or a cosigner to help you with an apartment. I don't know whether any of our viewers was able to take advantage of that opportunity. I also want to ask our viewers, did everyone get their voucher, their vacation voucher? Because if you didn't get it, please let us know. I know sometimes it may have went into spam for some, so you're checking your spam. But if you don't see it in your spam, please let us know if you did not receive the voucher. We want to make sure that those who didn't receive it, for those that didn't receive it, that they will get it. Okay. Also, this coming Wednesday is the end of the extension for taxes. It's the end of the extension for taxes, October the 15th. For those who have filed an extension, it's Wednesday, October the 15th is the deadline. And electronic filing normally ends in November. The government shuts down for electronic filing, so you're not able to file electronically until the following year. So we got a lot of laws that have changed with the big, beautiful bill that is active right now. The big, beautiful bill that's active. There's a lot of laws that have changed. And we're going to be diving into that next week. I also want to make sure for those of you who are looking to purchase a home as your primary residence and you don't have not so good credit, you can go to NACA. That's www.naca.com. That's www.naca.com. They will be able to help you. They have low interest rates, low down payments, and closing costs. And they will be able to help you with either a single family home or up to 4 units. A single family home or up to 4 units. I know that we have Michael's having a concert that's coming up. our cousin Michael have a comedy show. Excuse me, misspoke. A comedy show that's coming up this month. Mike on the Mic is on the 19th of this month. For those of you who are looking for a show, this is one that you don't want to miss. It's available on Sunday, October the 19th of this month at 7 p.m. at the Stress Factory on 90 Church Street in New Brunswick, New Jersey, 08090. You can follow Mike Ross across all of social media platforms. You can buy the tickets at newbrunswick.stressfactory.com/shows/327-425. And that's Mike on the Mic Comedy Show for tickets. And I also want to share this video before we go. Do you have any questions, Plum?
No.
Okay, hold tight.
Introducing the Core Recipe Nutrient Cookbook by certified fitness specialist E. Earl Jenkins, with over 80 tasty, nutrient-packed recipes for every meal. From breakfast to snacks, each dish includes macro info to keep you on track. Eating healthy has never been easier, even for beginners. Order now for just $49.99. Call 877-505-9500. Operators are standing by. Fuel your health with the Core Recipe Nutrient Cookbook.
Now, Shakira, you want to share your platform of you're on most mornings. I don't know whether you're going to be on in the morning or not.
Monday through Friday on TikTok, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We get on there and talk about the goodness of God.
Yes.
Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m.
Yes.
That way there's no kids up.
And you can reach you at Big View.
Binge View. BINGE.
Binge View, right?
Yes.
Yes, Binge View. One of the things I think we had talked about the last time was that Halloween candy. And I know for yourself, I know you don't go trick-or-treating, take your kids to trick-or-treating. I don't know whether any of our viewers, I think a lot of parents is going to second guess themselves on taking their kids out for Halloween trick-or-treating because it's not the same anymore. It is definitely not the same anymore. With all that is going on with the candies, and even now, even going to the store buying candy right now, with them saying that fentanyl is in the candy, I'm a little leery, and I normally get myself a Reese's or Snicker bars. I'm even scared to do that now because you just don't know who's attacking who and who's doing what. It's sad that we're living in this time, but we have to be cautious. Yes, Linda said the second two of the Giants players contacted me. Really? Oh, all right. They contacted you, Linda. Are they active players or former players? I think Malik is, right? Is it Malik? No, I need the information.
I think Skataboo. I think he's active. I remember hearing that name. I think.
Oh, okay. Right. They contacted you, Linda. What they wanted your autograph? What? Tell us the story, young lady. What happened? What's going on? Give us the 411. We wants to know. You didn't get the voucher? Okay, I'm gonna make sure you get it today. Did you check? Maybe you check your spam, but even so, I'll make sure you get it. Also, bankruptcy courts have stopped court hearings, etc. Yeah, because of the shutdown. Yes. Now a lot of the employees are working on furlough. So it's a little strange right now. I didn't hear you. Did you say? Oh, I didn't hear. We can't hear you if you're talking. I hear your mouth moving. You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. He's talking. I'm trying to make sure
Oh,
people can hear you.
okay. Okay.
Stop.
Linda says active. You showing me your hat? Oh, Ross is showing you the hat, or Evan.
No, he's saying Nana, and he's showing you because he sees you on the screen.
No, I see Evan.
Hi.
Evan.
Hey, Ross.
Evan.
What is Evan doing?
What?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh my goodness. Now we're gonna have to switch that hat out. You gotta be an Eagles supporter.
That's a Sixers. That's Sixers.
Is that Sixer? Oh well, we're still gonna switch it
and
out.
We're not switching nothing out.
We're gonna switch it out to Eagles.
No.
When he with me, he's
He
Eagles.
can wear what he
When he
wants,
with
but
y'all,
don't take no pictures. I'm gonna report it.
I'm taking a picture. He gonna be like this.
And I'm gonna report him. They're gonna get taken down.
Scatterboo is running back. Okay. I'll check. All right, no problem, Lynn. Okay, so Linda said two of the giant players contacted her. They contacted you for a date, or what exactly did they contact you for, Miss Linda? We're asking because we're nosy and we wants to know. What did they contact you for, lady? What did they contact Miss Linda for? Inquiring minds want to know. Well, thank you all so much for watching another episode of Mama Said It. This was a basketball hat.
No, it's the 76ers. It has a white basketball hat. She said it's, that was a basketball hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't football. We got Giants football.
Or you gonna tell me in secret? Oh, it must be some juicy girl. Oh, I hear you. Okay. All right, Plum. Do you have any other comments that you would like to make?
No, just everybody be blessed and be kind to people.
Yes, I want to say, Shakira, you are such a trooper. You've been through so much this past week with the surgery, and you still wanting to come on, and even though the doctor have you resting for the next few weeks, but you're limited on the words you say, and
no, I ain't.
Is your voice? Is your voice?
No, it's the kids. It ain't got nothing to do with my.
Oh, your voice. I know you said your voice was. You was.
No. I sometimes have. It's like when I'm trying to sleep, I have like a cough. But other than that, no, it ain't that. It's the kids won't stop screaming. So that's why I'm just like, because you ain't gonna be able to get nothing out of it. Stop.
Right.
Yeah. No, but I'm fine. My voice is fine. I still sound the same, raspy. I don't really. The only thing I could say the symptoms that I'm having is like the hot flash. Woo.
You having hot flashes?
Yeah, because your hormones, they have to adjust. They have to get back to normal.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm over here sweating and fanning myself, and then I'm cold. But other than that, it's all right.
Cold, then hot, cold.
Yeah, but my throat is kind of back to normal. Like it doesn't hurt to eat or anything like that. That part of it is just the healing process of this part.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Yeah, and you're taking it easy, and you're gonna be all right.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Yes, absolutely. She said Malik wrote her. Okay, so Malik wrote first. He's on the injured list. Okay. Then Cam Scatterboo wrote. Okay. Well, you go ahead, girl. And you love it. Okay. All right. You got to fill me in, young lady. You got to fill me in.
Okay.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching another episode of Mama Said It. Linda said after an operation it's normal to have hot flashes.
Hot flashes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So at least that's normal. Thank you all so much for tuning in for another episode of Mama Said It. May you all have a great week. Do something different today that you didn't do yesterday to change your tomorrow. Hi, Ross. Say goodbye to everybody. Say so long.
Bye-bye. Say so long.
Hello.
So long.
Hooray.
He said,
See you
say
later.
hooray. See you later. Right?
Say,
Hooray. Bye
All
now.
right,
Hooray.
Nana, love you.
Say
All
love
right,
you,
everybody. Talk to you
Love
later.
you.
All
Love
right.
you.